How's it going, YouTube? Liam from Leeds Australia here, and welcome back to the long-awaited return of 3 game demos. Yes, it has definitely been quite some time since I've uploaded the last video for this series. I basically, as I mentioned before, I can't even remember what video I sort of mentioned this, but I basically had to take the moment to really sort of restructure the series a little bit that works better for me and to keep the episodes flowing better. To give a bit of an insight. So the way that I would do these videos and sort of sort these videos out is that I would basically have, I've written down a list in my notes on my phone that would write down all the numerous demos or game demos for a specific sort of theme, whether that be third-person shooters in this case for this episode, or it would be like a roguelikes, first-person, that sort of thing. Unfortunately, the problem with going along with that route, and I've been doing that since throughout the last few videos of the series, is that on occasion, sometimes a lot of the demos that I would end up writing down on my notes will end up becoming unavailable as a demo, because sometimes some demos do last for a while on Steam, but then on occasion some demos will be removed off Steam because the developers have gotten the necessary feedback they need to basically then work on the game. Sometimes they'll release another demo, but then on occasions they'll just release an early access version of the game. So going forward, and this is how I'm proceeding with this now, I will basically continue writing down a list of all the numerous different gameplay themes in the list, but not write down any names or search up any games early on until I need to actually record the episode. That way I can then look through the games, download the games one day, and then record the videos like I'm doing here today. So that's basically the structure I'm going for now. We'll see how that works. But we're kicking things off with a game called Cargo Hunters. So today's episode, like I mentioned, is going to look at another set of third-person shooter games. And I will be honest, there hasn't really been a lot of third-person shooter games available on the demos page in Steam. Which is quite fascinating, realistically. But I know that for a lot of third-person games, more or less, they are usually more hack-and-slash type of games as compared to, like, say, a third-person shooter in particular. And I know that in the last third-person episode of 3 game demos, it did, of course, have Glassed Wings, which was a parkour game and not necessarily a third-person shooter, which is something I do from time to time. Anyway, so Cargo Hunters, I believe, it's an extraction shooter, I believe. And by the way, I love that the version name is called Spaghetti. Spaghetti build. I just find that funny. Anyway, so we are basically playing, for what I've seen on the page, on the Steam page, Cargo Hunters, you play as a robot basically looking for scrap that you can later extract of some kind. Now, I'm not 100% certain how it all works, but the idea is that we go to a certain location, we basically find scrap pieces as a robot, I'm assuming, and then we basically get the heck out of there and see what happens. But only one way to find out. Now, this game is made on the Unity engine, as far as I know. Ooh. So this is our robot. Can't build, truck is damaged. Oh. Okay. Delivery. Equipment. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like taking, so it is an extraction shooter of some kind, but it's sort of taking like little bits of elements of, like, say, Escape of Tarkov, which I have not played. Delta Force, which I have played a little bit of. And I did touch, what was it? It was Arena something. I can't remember the full title, but I played on the mobile version. I know that I know that there's a PC version of the game that I played, but that doesn't matter. So, I see. Put the most valued loot in whatever I need to put it in. Okay, but interesting. Now, what's interesting about this game is that, so obviously I believe I'm playing not against other players like an actual extraction shooter would be, but I think I'm fighting off something. Oh yeah, we've got some more robots up there. Now, I do believe there is co-op available. I'm not 100% certain on that. Or if it is available in the demo. Security room key is needed. Okay. But I do get a good kick out of these extraction shooters from time to time. I'm not sure if there's like a time when we have to face, but if there's kind of like I'm trying to think. So I played a bit of Lethal Company before, as well as Repo. Only key differences with those games is that they're not exactly shooters. They're just more of, you know, collecting scrap and basically extracting out of the location while surviving, because they're more horror games per se. But as I mentioned, I played a bit of... so I have played Escape from Tarkov. Man, you took a lot of bullets just to knock you out. Let's see. You don't really have much, do you? Oh, okay. So they don't automatically search like most games. Okay, okay. Interesting, okay. Apparently I can cut. I just don't know how to cut. Anyway. Let me just quickly turn... aim. I don't think there is a toggle. Okay. Or at least, when it comes to some games, I prefer to have... when I'm playing with mouse and keyboard in this instance, I prefer the right mouse not be a toggle when I'm aiming. I prefer to hold, but that's alright. Better check this stuff out. What was I saying before? So I've played... So the extraction shooters that I've sort of played, I played a decent amount of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 DMZ, which I did enjoy a decent amount of, actually. Let's see. Put you there. Search the pockets. Electric shears, I will take. I need a better backpack is what I need. Ow. Anyway, what else did I say that I played? I played, I know I played a little bit of Delta Force. Not too much, but a little bit. And there was one I mentioned. What did I mention? There was one other I have played. I just can't remember what it is. Again, there is the other game that I did mention. I don't remember the name of it, but I only played a little bit on mobile. Oh, that's how I cut stuff. Okay. Password. Okay. I suppose I better get the heck out of here. What does this say in the back of my head on my helmet? Life is a demo. That's a bit cheeky. I suppose I will get rid of that because I don't need it. I'm still heavy, so I have to be... So I'm just gonna be slow. I do have a pistol as well, so we'll remember that. So I don't necessarily play a lot of, or too much extraction shooters, that much. But it's nice to play an extraction shooter, or at least an extraction-like mode. Like, recently I played a decent amount of Black Ops 7's... Black Ops 7's endgame mode. And obviously, I played, with Modern Warfare Zombies for Modern Warfare 3. I played a decent amount of that as well. So playing extraction shooters that don't have... Ow. Ah! Oh, man. Okay. Lot of bullets, but that's alright. Soldering. A frying pan. Ah. Let's see. I'll heal myself a bit more. Preparing as much as I can. But I do like that... Well, I obviously do like this. Let's see, this guy had... What did you have? More bullets, lovely. Don't want you, I want you. Now that's gonna put in some weight. So I'm gonna be slow again. But it's nice playing these, like, an extraction mode that doesn't put you against players. It basically teaches you how to play these kind of games. Whether if it's, like, a robo game like this, or whether it's, like, Delta Force, or, Escape from Tarkov, or, Arena Breakpoint. That's the other name. That's the other game, that it is. Is he friendly, or is he... He's not friendly. He's not friendly. He's not friendly. Oh, you had a shotgun. Huh. My armor is not doing well here. Oh, pressword, not password. Duh. Well, I'll take you. What I got here? And not a lot of stuff. So there are locations I can go to. Oh, hello. Here now. Now, I'm not sure if there's, like, any lore information for this game. At least, not now for the demo. I probably bet they will add in some more details later. But time to get out of here and exchange some loot. Return successfully. That's some good value there. Alright, equipment. Let's see. I guess I could put some stuff away now. So I'm assuming these kind of things are going to be useful for upgrading items, I believe. Not 100% certain. That's just a pure guess. And swap you out with that. Helmet's doing alright, which is actually kind of surprising. And obviously, I think you can customize your character. Here, you can replace your body parts. Yes, yes. So you can really customize up your character and just change things out here and there. So let's say, for example, so that's a higher strength. That kind of almost looks like a Star Wars helmet, actually, now thinking on it. Alright. Oh, yeah, here we go. Add kit usage, la 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 la. Sprint speed. There we go, missions. Inspect. Ah, okay, so this is where my mission list is. Right. Alright, well. Let's go in for another round. And we'll try to actually go for those objectives. So I have a tester, as it's called. I'm assuming that's a taser. I wonder if I can sneak around and actually knock these guys out. But again, it's nice to have these kind of sort of games to really learn and understand extraction shooters altogether, because needless to say, depending on what extraction shooter game you're playing, going into sort of the deep end, it can be pretty... Oh, hey! How did you know I was coming? I was being very sneaky. Relaxant. Okay. Well, not on to you. Bring in some bullets. Bring some extra bullets here. But having sort of a game like this to sort of teach you and understand the ropes of an extraction shooter. While that every extraction shooter is going to be slightly different to one another, it gives you sort of an idea and learning the key principles of what an extraction shooter is all about, without having to sort of worry about playing against players. And I'm assuming that as this game develops along, there will be a PvP element, but I think their core goal should be just to working on a co-op or a solo mode, and then take the moment to actually learn how to... So take the players to learn how to play this game, mostly. Cut it up! I'm losing hope. Ooh. Fallen janitor. Alright. Whee! So pick all this stuff up. So that's one objective done. And I just noticed that the robot models, I have not seen the movie myself. And I can't remember the name of the movie, but it has Tom Hanks in it. And he basically is creating a robot to basically keep an eye on his dog. Before he dies or passes away. Because I think in the story, ow. Damn, you take a lot of bullets. In the story, basically the world is in like the time frame where that the sun is like, the heat from the sun is so strong that it's basically almost like radiant, I believe. Again, I have not seen the movie myself. Ooh, I will take you. But the idea is he built this robot to basically, and asked this robot to basically keep an eye on his dog before he dies. Come on here, I dare ya. I freaking dare ya. Your buddy already gave me a few good shots. Got another one coming. So wait a minute. Was it this one? So you got shotgun shells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's less than... That's less than that, even though that looks like a bigger backpack. Haven't even found a bigger backpack yet. I should probably look into that. YOLO. Yeah, you would think that this backpack would be bigger than, would carry more stuff because it's bigger than that one. Ooh. So I would assume there would be a bigger backpack around here. The sound and the atmosphere for the game is really good. I like it. It's almost like that you are playing a horror game, actually. Go. I picked up his pistol, didn't I? Come on out. I got plenty of bullets for you. Get out of here. A frying pan. Dang it. Take the bullets. That will be enough for that. There. Check these guys out. I'm gonna go check this objective out. It would be nice if I had a better backpack. Whoa! How'd you go on in there, buddy? Cut with an angle grinder to open. Opening it up! Alright, what's in here? Ooh, okay. Let's see. Don't need the MP5 because I've already got the... a UMP, or ETA 45 as it's called. Ow. Have you got any goodies? So what's in here? And we take a long time to open. Opening up. Bullets. You know what? You know what? I will take the bullets. I will take the bullets. But that's oh, we got that objective over there. Well, unfortunately, I do not have enough time for that, so I'm just going to quickly get to extract. But again, I do like this. Like, this has been pretty cool. Like, again, it'll be interesting to see, like, what kind of lore elements they will place within this world. And I like in the idea that instead of, like, human AI that are basically, or that are basically going around. That are basically patrolling the area. It's all robots. Whoop. Get some good shots out of it with just the pistol. But anyway, let's get out of here. But again, I like it that... So again, it'll be interesting to see, like, what kind of lore elements they will bring into the game. Because technically there is a little bit of lore involved. But... Rig OS successfully updated to V2. Ah, that's actually pretty cool. So instead of just like a standard level gauge, it's you're basically updating yourself to a newer version each time. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. Okay. But again, as I was saying, this is interesting for me. Because, again, it'll be interesting to see like what lore elements they will bring to the table. But it'll be interesting to see like, oh, those are grinder discs. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. But it makes a lot of sense to see like, oh, it's a teddy bear. Cheeky little teddy bear. So how the heck would you, do you repair the... Okay, so that's where my storage is. Let's see. Oh, I guess I can't make any deliveries just yet, but that's alright. Anyway, so basically... So yeah, it'll be interesting to see like what stories they will bring to the table. I do think there is a little bit of story for this demo, but I think it's more just for the... Like, depending on how many missions that you get available. But... I like this. This is pretty cool. So, if you want to try this game out for yourself and give some feedback to the developers, then I will put a link in the description, like always, to all the Steam pages of the games. But, let's move on to the next game for today's video. Alright, our next game for today's video is called Voidling Bound. Now, as you probably know, I'm wearing a different shirt as compared to the first game and the last game in this video. I basically had to do a quick recording and actually find another game to record. For some reason, I won't get into too much into details, but the second game that I did have ready, I didn't quite enjoy how that video turned out, if I'm being completely honest. So I basically am searching for a new game, and I found this game, Voidling Bound. And what I understand and what I'm gathered is that you, it's a bit of a kind of a monster collectathon kind of thing. You could sort of look at it as like a Pokemon sort of thing, but I am aware that this is a third-person game, but it does have its elements of like looking around, finding different types of creatures, and possibly collecting them in some way. I'm not 100% certain what else is going on, but we will find out. But likely enough, this game does have controller support, so I am playing with the controller, but I'm going to show you the controller that I'm using, and something that I'll be using exclusively for PC gaming going forward. I have the box around here somewhere. Okay, so I have the box here. So this is the GillyKit ES Pro controller. And what's awesome about this controller is not only is it designed to play not just PC games or connect up to a PC and play PC stuff, you can also connect this up to a Nintendo Switch, whether that be Switch 1 or Switch 2, and I'll show you how. So on the back of the controller, if I can get it close enough to the camera, although I have autofocus turned off, so you can see PC there, which is where the Switch is located, but if I move the light here, you can see NS. So by flicking the Switch on the back, you can switch it between using it for a PC or iPhones or Android, or switch it to a Nintendo Switch or Switch 2. So that's pretty cool. And another dead giveaway, if you look at the button layout, you have the home and the screenshot button, as well as the plus and minus that you would see normally on the Joy-Cons or the Pro controllers for any Switch platform you have. I've played this a fair bit, or played different games using this controller a fair bit, and it does feel good. It does feel good. And what's even awesome about this controller is that built into the controller, you actually can have different settings placed onto it. So you can change the dead zone the dead zone sticks. You can change the dead zone sticks. You can change the D-pad from a 8 direction to a 4 direction D-pad. You could switch the buttons. So say you could swap A and B to have A, B, B, and stuff like that. A lot of other different types of little things here and there. That's all done on the controller. You don't need like another app. You don't need like a secondary app like built into the PC to change the settings. It's pretty cool. So you can mess around with it to your heart's content. But let's get into the game. So let's see. Thank you for trying Voidling Bound demo. Progress made in this version will carry over to the final game, which is cool. Please keep in mind that this is not the final version of the game. The full game may differ from this demo. That's to be expected for a lot of games, right? Ooh, okay. Ooh, different difficulties here. Well, we'll go with adventure because I do want to see, like, what a bit of difficulty or a little bit of challenge is implemented into a game.
Humanity's insatiable thirst for knowledge has always been its hubris. By exploring the edge of the universe, we might have gone too far, flown too close to a star. In our search for the next frontier, we met the wrath of a deadly parasite. Relentless monstrosities, spreading like a plague. Their presence blackens the lands, festering, corrupting, and consuming everything in their path. We named it the Legion. Worlds fell. Our strongest weapons failed. Lush, thriving planets were hollowed into lifeless husks. As extinction loomed and hope had all but vanished, a small group of field biologists discovered a mysterious type of space creature, the Voidlings. Though resilient and adaptable, they stood no chance on their own, but they held a hidden strength, the possibility to evolve and resist the Legion. Thus, the Voidling Bound program was born, sending trained specialists, the Wranglers, to neural bind with Voidlings, connecting their minds and forging a symbiotic alliance. Through this connection, Wranglers can accelerate the creature's evolution and wield their full potential to fight the dreadful disease. Together, Wranglers and Voidlings, bound as one, now stand as the last line of defense in our fight for survival.
Oh, I love a good intro, a good element that tells a story. Because that's obviously a sort of the thing that can happen with most demos, is that you do have demos that do have a little bit of story, you do have demos that don't have much story, but you do have demos that have a decent amount of story going involved to give you guys an idea of like how these games will play out and go. So here we are. Now, I do note that this game is made on the Unreal Engine, as it will point that out when you first start the game up. Oh yeah, you got one of the Wranglers spending some time with the Voidling. No. Finally awake. Come see me on the main deck for the mission brief. Alright. Hello. Glad you suited up fast, Wrangler. The situation is critical. Vario's ground team Alpha meant to secure data and Voidlings before our rival is in action. Likely dead, taken by the Legion. We thought the mission was a loss, but somehow Henry spotted a survivor, a Voidling. It's safely on board now, ready for neural binding. Still, ecosystems are vanishing by the hour, and we can't act without concrete data. We need access to the team's research if we want any chance to save the fauna? Or fauna? Fauna. No, I believe it's fauna. The team's base is off the coast. Legion spawns are already tore through, so resistance should be light. Perfect for a first mission. Find the radio tower and bring it online. It's probably half buried under Legion's tumors. With their data, we can locate safe zones, track surviving Voidlings, and plan counterattacks. And grab any Voidling samples while you're out there. Leon will know what to do with them. For now, head to the Varium. Henry's there, taking care of our new recruit. He'll fill you in. Roger that. Hello. Morning, Greenhorn. Cryo treating you alright, or still feeling like warmed up sludge? I was thawed out last week and still can't hold breakfast down. But, hey, I got you covered anyway. Found a partner for you a couple of days back. Fella's been pacing ever since. Guess it wants you to take it for a walk. A Quebec, straight out of what's left of Virio's jungle. Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. It's got all the charm of a potato with googly eyes, but don't let the blank stare fool you. There's a clever spark in it, and the saliva melts through lesion spawn like butter on a griddle. It's quick, it's sturdy, and has just enough bite. Perfect fit for your first run. Alright, enough Joran. Head down to Varium and say hi to your new buddy. Don't screw it up, yeah? First Voidling is something special. I bet it is. Might need to poke around to spot it. The slippery little blugger is always hiding. Yes. Well, how do I get down there? Is it this way? Oh yeah, it's this way. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Alright. Give it a pat. Give it a pat. Yeah, he likes the pat. So now he's following us. We use the neural bind station. Which is over here. Connect. Ah, so this is where we can upgrade our creatures. Okay. Okay, health seems to be alright. I think the first thing we'll just focus on is strength, is what I reckon we'll do first. And away we go, I think. Whoa. Ah, so now we control him. Oh, I see. Okay. Ah, interesting. I like this. This is cool. Well, the guy wasn't kidding about the spit going through the through the voids. Oh, whatever the heck the tumor is. Use your primary attack to deplete your stamina. You can restore your stamina faster than normal. Press X before it runs out completely. Okay. Lesion, that's it. Lesion spawns will ooze energy bulbs upon death that regenerate your stamina. Collect them tactically to avoid... yeah, okay. So I don't want to exhaust my abilities. Ah, so there's a... Ah, okay. I like that. So it's to save up a lot of last minute energy, you could just attack them and it just knocks them down. And that's our dodge, and we have a sprint. Alright, I was not expecting this whatsoever. I like it though. not sure what those are meant to be. So there's no, like, ADSing in this case, but I'm assuming the left trigger is meant to be for, like, a special ability, I reckon. I like the look of the game. Like, I like the, because, like, yes, one of the common things that we are seeing with a lot of newer sort of Unreal Engine games these days, and especially what was shown with Unreal Engine 5, is that the idea, of course, is to make it look a bit more realistic in a sense. So, like, Unreal Engine 5 allows for a much more realistic approach. But I do like it that some developers use Unreal Engine to create a lot of more colorful, a lot more cartoony style games, which is what we're seeing here. So we now go this way. Kind of gives me a bit of, so the look of it kind of reminds me of Sea of Thieves in a way. Like the lighting, the, say the textures and the shapes of the rocks, it gives me a bit of Sea of Thieves vibes. Water a little bit, but it also reminds me of, well, I haven't played too much of it. I've only played maybe like a little bit. Oh, nah, I was thinking Jack 2 on the PlayStation, but nah, Jack 2 is a little bit more of a darker tone, just a wee bit. I'm probably maybe thinking of like Spyro, maybe. Either Spyro or Crash Bandicoot. Well, I have not really played much of those games per se. Or maybe it has a bit of like, I only have the 3DS version, but Skylanders, it kind of gives me another vibe. Alright. Areas affected by the Maglinite heart need to be cleansed. Destroy all tumors in the area to expose the Maglinite heart. Okay. I'm probably going to be butchering a lot of the pronunciations of what's going on here. Oop. Ooh, boss time. Oop. And scratch you. Ooh, fire. Pyro mutagen. Okay. Mission complete. Oh, look, it's more of them. Hello. Alright, so we complete the mission. Cleansed. 1 star. Ah, so I'm assuming that they're like research points. So the mutagens are used to possibly help our creatures here and probably get new and stronger abilities. Right. Nice work, Wrangler. Leon wants a word. He's been in a rough spot. Okay. Over here. Hello. Frankly, I'd have bet against you, Wrangler, but somehow you managed to stumble into success. Don't expect applause, but I suppose these merits are proper introduction. I'm Leon, I'm not going to pronounce his last name, renowned geneticist, I don't know how to pronounce it, chief of Gen Life's Legion program, and as of late, technically marooned on your tin can. Luckily for you, it appears I am destined to assist you as your highly overqualified personal genetics. To start, I've reviewed the report of your first Voidling Bound mission. Let's not sugarcoat it. Is dismal. It's dismal. Neural binding connection performance? Subpar. Voidling genetic data? Disastrous at best. But, credit where credit is due, the research samples you brought should be enough to work with the devices I've finished engineering earlier. Follow me, Wrangler. We shall begin with the evolution chamber. It's time to surpass nature's failures and craft true apex genetics. Power up the chamber. I'll leave you the honor. So let's see what we got here. Evolution chamber. Evolve your voidlings to gain new abilities by infusing mutagens into their DNA. Mutagens come in all elements varieties and are required to evolve voidlings in a given elemental shard. Okay. Well, we've got... let's see. Ah, I see. Oh, okay. So, the shots... So, depending on the mutagens you give them, it gives them an elemental ability. Well, I have plenty of fire, so we'll give him fire. Ah, okay. So we have explosive shot or fire hose. So basically gives him a flamethrower. You know what? Let's give him the flamethrower. Why not? Alright. Excellent. The mutagens we inserted are stabilizing. As I anticipated, the Voidling should easily dispose of the Legion Spawn's defenses. Let's move to the Cerebrum Hunter, a precise amputature meant to implement genetic engineered biosynopsis. Blah, blah, blah. Too many words. Too many scientific words. Oh, okay. So it's the DNA, not the DNA, the scientific stuff that we were getting. Research samples acquired from Legion spawns and flora can be spent on to increase your Voidling's capabilities. Ooh, okay. So we got that. I do like games that have these sort of, these kind of tree pathway sort of effects. That's not enough, and that will do. Cool. Because it basically, like, no matter how many times you, like, play, depending on certain games you play, you basically have these sort of replayability effect by having these different pathways you can go for. Sometimes you can fill up the entire tree altogether, but sometimes you basically have to choose wisely of like where you want your pathway to go in terms of what tree you want to follow. I love those kind of games. This is good work, but we need more research samples to achieve everything above mediocre. Collect them diligently. They are the foundation of your Voidling's progress. Before you go, Rachel insists on seeing you for a briefing, but remember, it's my insights that will drive your success. Don't expect me to be your humble, loyal supporter. Data is flowing in, and it isn't good. Legion spawns are spreading their plague like wildfire, and Voidlings are on the brink of extinction. We've detected a Legion infestation targeting one of the last known Quipex sanctuaries. If its natural shelter falls, we lose the species and our footholds. So we defend it at all costs. But remember, this isn't just about saving them. We need to evolve them and make them strong enough to fight back. So again, keep your eye out for research samples. This mission is a real test, Wrangler. You're dropping into a hot zone. Time to see what you're made of. Good luck. Alright, if you say so. Time to go on in. Oh, right. Let's see. Okay, our agility has given a good boost up, so I'm going to give us more health. Ooh, wave fight. Okay. Haha. Alright, I like this. Alright, so I was right. So the left trigger is a special ability, and it's taking a bit for it to charge up. Oh no, maybe not. Ultimate ability. Here we go. Your Voidling has enough power to use its ultimate ability. Press B to unleash it. Your Voidling regains power over time. It can accelerate the progress by picking up power bulbs. Oh yeah, okay. Galio! So that's pretty cool. I'm liking this. I'm really... Oh, lost time. Whoa. Should have saved my, should have saved my dodge there. And you're down. Alright. These guys are now free to explore. Outlasted. Alright, so cool. So it's kind of give me a bit of what is it? So I try to remember some of the games that I played. So you have a bit of like, say, Warframe, Helldivers 2 kind of elements to it where, depending on the mission, they have like different styles or different ways of playing, which I like. Fantastic work at the Jungle Boar Cauldrons. Queepecs are gathering again. We've spotted a few Gilix roaming the area. But we're not done. The Legion has overrun a plateaus overlooking the jungle, the Crimson Mesa, or Mesa. It used to be a thriving feeding ground for multiple Voidling species, and it needs cleansing. With shelter and food in proximity, these Voidlings should start to produce offspring again. Go Voidling Bound, Wrangler. If we haven't already, check in with Leon to use the resources you've gathered. Alright. And I think we have enough to level our Voidling up again, I believe. Yes, we do. Okay, let's see. I guess we do need an increase in reload duration, I believe. Whoa, hello? Quickly look around. The music and the sound I love. I really love this sort of mysterious sort of wonder of like a different planet. Actually, now thinking on it, it kind of gives me a Pandora feel, like oh, that's cool. If you took sort of Pandora from Avatar and give it a cartoon feel, that's what it kind of reminds me of. Ability is ready. Whee! Or an egg. Grab at the egg. What's this? Before I check that out. Oh, right. Loads of this. What's this? Elemental Rift. Oh, see, it's I'm always doing these. I'm always trying to make sure that I don't leave any secrets unturned. I do my absolute best to do that, whether if it's in an actual game or if it's in a demo like in this case. I always find these secrets. Grabbing a lot of these, so that we have plenty of research points that we can spend later. And it's a good thing. Oh, another egg. Silver egg. Oh, okay. So I think what they're doing here with, like, the different creatures, I'm not 100% certain. This is just a pure guess here. But it kind of makes it, I kind of feel like that there's going to be like a, sort of like a loot box kind of thing. Where, depending on the rarity of eggs you get, you probably get either the more rarer type of Voidling you can get, or the more stronger the Voidling can become. Again, that's just a pure guess, I'm not 100% certain. Oh, okay. So yeah, because we just found a normal egg. We found a silver egg, and then we just found a gold egg. So I may have missed that in the first level, although I'm not sure if it would have been in the first level, but that's alright. Okay. Oh, hello. Get out of here. I'm absolutely amazed by this. This is awesome. And we get another one of these. So I'm assuming that depending on the locations that we go to later on in the game, whether that will be available in this demo or not, but depending on the type of creatures or voidlings that are around, what was I saying? So depending on the location we go to, the more of these mutagen elements we find, it becomes more common depending on where we go to next. That's what I'm assuming, but I'm not 100% certain to be sure. But I like this. This also has a bit of like a platforming sort of element to it. Ah. Nice, nice, nice. So we shouldn't be far off to the last spot of the level, I would assume. Or enemies over here. elemental thing up here. Alright. More enemies down here we'll take care of. You're down. Forgot to keep forgetting that you can actually sprint. You guys just don't give up. And you're down. These guys. Grab these. Grab you. And then return to ship. Alright. Performance. Collection. Oh, I missed 2. Okay. Okay, so the first 2, of course, were just starting levels, but this was the first complete level where you had to find collectibles and whatnot. So I missed a few, but I did find a golden egg, so I will take that. And it took a lot longer than what I was supposed to do, but never mind. Well, as much as I would continue on playing this, I obviously have to move on to the next game in this video. But this is pretty cool. I really do like this. I definitely reckon I'll be keeping an eye out on this game. And when the game does fully come out, I will definitely play a lot more of it. And again, it's cool that depending on... so depending on some demos, usually the save files from the demos don't usually carry over to the full game. But... if they do say that the saves from the demo moves on to the full game, or if it goes into early access, so that will pretty cool, so then I can continue on from this point forward. And who knows, I might actually do a series on this, but we shall see in time. But if you guys want to try out Voidling Bound for yourself, then make sure you click the link in the description, and it will take you to the Steam page. But let's move on to the final game for today's video. Alright, our final game for today's video is called Last Man Sitting. Now, what I find funny about this game is that, depending on what mode you're playing, I'm assuming, but you're basically playing, whatever character you're playing as, I'm not sure if there's like a customizable character or whatnot, or if that will be added in later, but you're basically sitting on a computer desk throughout the entire game. And I know that there's a PvE and PvP element, which I will be focusing on the PvE element in this case. But you're basically just getting whatever you can find while you're basically sitting on your desk chair or whatever chair you're using. So we'll see how we'll go from there. I'm not sure about the webcam at the moment, but... 2002 Icarus Company Office of the Union Wars. Okay. Honored Union member. Our union, fired, is being raided by a robot union nation collective. Freedom is at stake. Okay. Defend the door, destroy the robots, and earn rewards. Good luck. Okay. So there is controller usage, but I think I'll just stick with So it's kind of like a tower defense kind of game, I feel like. Now, I'm not going to be worrying too much about... Ooh, choose your upgrade. Okay, so this has a bit of rogue-like elements to it. Okay. So a bit of tower defense rogue-like, but in a third-person shooter... Ow. Whee! Ooh, multi-gun shotgun. Aha! That's nice. Oh, leveled up again. Let's do lightning arc. Now, I have... So, the publisher of this game is Raw Fury, which I have played some of the games that they have published before. And I know that for what they do, they can go all over the place, really, when it comes to some of the types of games that they do. And I have no complaints for that. Whoop. Man, there are a lot of them now. Let's see. Shatter shards now apply to shatter. Okay. Or cold defense. Oh, let's do cold defense. Double damage. Whoa, what the heck? Let's see. Let's do deterioration. Termination time. Oh, was that a bit like, So kind of bit that has like a Call of Duty zombies element with like different power-ups you can get. Let's do health up. Ah, so that's a... sorry. Right. Hey there, did you know that if you choose an upgrade 5 times, it will evolve? Since you're new to the fight, I thought we'd give you a helping hand. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, now our max health is 290. Holy crap. Whee! Increase experience gain. Alright. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Like, again, this is so silly, but I like it. I like it because it's silly. It just makes you think of, like, what the PvP element is going to be like, because I'm not sure if that's available in the demo. Or if this is like a tutorial of getting an understanding of like how the game goes. Oh, it's like a ultimate ability. Okay, I like that. Alright, so how long did we basically... Big guy incoming. Oh, there he is. Ah, it's a boss. Attack at the boss. Attack at the boss. Double damage. And you're down. Ooh. Incendiary, rapid spin, or compounding shots. Enemies take increasingly more damage and are slow. Ooh. I'll take that. Freezing bullets. Let's see. Let's do multi-drop. Okay, so the more we save up coins, we can get more abilities through that. Wee-hee! Meow. Oh, the bottom bar is our XP stuff. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Damage immune. This is so silly, but I like it. Like, I love playing these kind of games that are just a little bit silly. Cold defense. And the fact that you're mainly just stuck on a, that you're mainly stuck on a desk chair just makes this even more funny. Now, I'm not entirely sure if there's like an end game to this. I'm just guessing you survive as long as you can. Is really what it's all about. Dance, monkey, dance! Ow. Oh, that's where you get the coins. You find piggy banks. Okay. Now, I'm assuming there's going to be more levels added into the game than this what we have here. Zap enemies! There be explosions! All these XP cubes over here. Okay, I think some of the enemies are now getting a little bit tougher. Let's do lightning arc. Here we go! Gatling gun! Unleashed! And our health is now at 500. Wow. Do that at max 5. Oh, the shield also gives us health as well. Okay. It's funny how that... I'm actually kind of surprised that... Oops. There we go. I'm kind of surprised that, that we're basically stuck with just a minigun here. But I'm not sure if there's going to be, like, multiple characters that will probably have different weapon abilities or something like that. I'm assuming it will be, considering that there's a PvP element into this game. Oh, my webcam's going slow. Oh, it's when I was choosing the stuff on the menu. Okay. That's probably what was happening. Okay. Let's go with a lightning shock and small health. Because we had saved up a good amount of roulette. Damage 50, creating whirling blades. Ooh. Oh, I see. Hey, this is the turds and nuts. And there's no, like, there's no, what the hell? Are those fridges? That is a fridge! Oh, what the heck? So, I'm guessing the idea is that... whatever company this place is, the appliances is basically just basically going up against whatever this company is. And we're basically just surviving while we're on our computer desks. Like, other than that, that's all I really got about this game. Whether there will be a story mode or not, I don't know, but... Oh, we are on a timer. Okay. So we've got 20 seconds to go. I don't even know, like... I think we've been, like... 10 minutes or something like that. I didn't know that there was a timer. I wasn't paying attention. I was more paying attention to just shooting the enemies. Oh, that's the timer of the boss. Okay. Where's the big guy? There he is. Oh! Victory! Better than 64.5% of players. Okay, so there was a timer for the elite boss. So you have the mini boss and the elite boss. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Alright. So there is a, what we got here? Quick dash. And that's it. So yeah, there are different characters you can go for. There are different weapons you can choose. Okay. And a different type of chair you could use. Alright. Interesting. Right. Oh, we're in the lobby. Okay. Now that music is familiar. Wait a minute. I've used this music many, many times. So there's one other character of which I don't have. And then I don't have any other chairs. And then there's the katana. Okay. Chair upgrades. Oh, so that's how it works. Okay. Interesting. Alright. And change the game mode to PvP. Oh, okay. PvP mode, 2 to 4 players. Swarm mode, single player. PvP mode. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Oh. Find a multiplayer lobby. Quick play PvP, quick play Swarm. Swarm is currently disabled. Oh, so that's the co-op mode. Yeah, okay, I see. Interesting. No sessions found. Would you like to create one? No. Maybe there's not really any players available at the moment, but that's okay. All right, but there you have it. That is, what was it? Last Man Sitting. So I think the PvP mode is considered as a... my webcam's acting up again. Okay, we'll stare at the building and the robot here. So I feel like, if I'm understanding this correctly, so the PvP mode, I believe is... I'm not sure if it's like a battle royale mode or if it's like a... What is it? A roguelike sort of versus kind of mode. I'm not exactly sure. I might have to play it after I finish recording. But the Swarm mode, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. It's silly, and like the whole game is really silly because we were on a computer desk. But again, I love playing some games from time to time that are extremely silly. They're just silly, just fun, and just like, you know, you're holding a minigun while you're on a desk and moving about. But just the idea that you're surviving against these like little robots up until like, you know, freaking moving fridges with legs. Just surviving in the office on a computer desk or an office chair is it's just absolutely funny. And again, I love it because it's silly, and I love things that are just a little bit silly, just a tiny bit too silly. Anyway, one of my favorite tunes to use from time to time in my videos. But anyway, so that's all the time I have for this video, and that is it for this episode of 3 Game Demo. So if you want to check Last Man Sitting out for yourself, then make sure you click the link in the description along with all the games that I have featured in today's episode. But yeah, check the game out, see what you think. But until then, that is it for the episode. So thank you much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, then click the like button, click the subscribe button for more videos sent your way. Until then, this has been not Let's Play. This has been 3 Game Demos. I believe from Bleeps Australia. Until next time, lay 'em out.